Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This video is for the medical students for PG entrance examinations or UG medical exam. In this video, we will cover some MCQs of forensic medicine and toxicology on topic alcohol. Myself, Dr. Indrajit Khandekar. Let's have a look to this MCQ. A police officer in uniform has the power to ask for one or more specimens of a breath for a breath test of a person when the police officer has a reasonable cause to suspect that the person who is driving a vehicle has alcohol in his blood exceeding. Specifically, in this MCQ, it has been asked about blood alcohol concentration level, that is BAC. Let's have a look to the options. Here 30 gram percent is given as A, B 3 milligram percent, in C 0.03 milligram percent is given, and D 0.3 decigram percent is given. There are multiple ways of giving options to such MCQs because there are various units in which this blood alcohol level limit can be expressed. So we will see all these options in our subsequent MCQs. In this case, the answer is D, that is 0.3 decigram percent. This level is commonly called as legal limit of driving a vehicle in India. This limit can be expressed in various different units. We will see the different units and its explanation in subsequent MCQ. For the same question, that is legally permissible blood alcohol level in India for driving, multiple options can be given. So let's have a look to these options. Here options have been mentioned in gram per liter, that is 30 gram per liter, 3 gram per liter, 0.3 gram per liter, or C is 0.03 gram per liter. Other options could be for this MCQ 30%, 3%, 0.03% or 0.3%. That means in purely in percentage. Other options could be in gram percentage or milligram percentage. Like A is 30 gram percent, B is 0.3 gram percent, C is 0.03 milligram percent, and D is 30 milligram percent. So the answer for this MCQ, that is legally permissible blood alcohol level in India for driving, is D, that is 0.3 gram per liter, or 0.03 percentage, that is 0.03 gram percentage, and that is 30 milligram percentage. We will see some more concepts about this in our subsequent slides. This is another way of giving options to the said MCQ. Here options are given in milligram per 100 ml of blood. Option A is 30 milligram per 100 ml of blood. Option B is 50 milligram per 100 ml of blood. Option C is 0.03 milligram per 100 ml of blood. And option D is 0.05 milligram per 100 ml of blood. And here correct answer is answer A, that is 30 milligram per 100 ml of blood. Now we will discuss some related fact about this MCQ. So the legally permissible blood alcohol level in India for driving is, this level is decided by Section 185 of Motor Vehicle Act 1998. This Section 185 you must remember for another MCQ. While driving or attempting to drive a motor vehicle, if alcohol is detected in a person's blood exceeding 30 milligram per 100 ml of blood, in a test by breath analyzer or any other test including a lab test, then it is punishable offense. That means if blood alcohol level is detected 30 milligram per 100 ml of blood by a breath test or any other lab test, then that is a punishable offense. The clause 30 milligram per 100 ml was added by amendment in 1994. Now blood alcohol concentration, that is BAC, that is blood alcohol level, measures the amount of alcohol present in the blood as a percentage. Basically, it measures BAC in the percentage. Typically, this percentage are given in grams per 100 ml. But in Indian law, milligram per 100 ml unit is used. So let's see how to mention BAC level in grams percentage, milligram percentage, or decigram, or gram per liter. So to understand this MCQ and options in a better way, we need to remember this terminology. 1% of blood alcohol level means 1 gram percent, 1 gram per deciliter, 1 gram per 100 ml, and 10 gram per liter. So 30 milligram percentage of alcohol level means 30 milligram per 100 ml or 30 milligram percent. This 30 milligram percent is equal to 0.03 percentage or 0.03 gram percentage. Here you must remember that whenever the BAC is given in percentage only, without mentioning milligram or gram, then it is always in gram percent. This you must always remember. Some MCQs use option in per liter because in US per liter unit is used for BAC. Then correct answer for BAC would be 0.3 gram per deciliter or 300 milligram per liter. We know that 100 ml into 10 becomes 1 liter. So multiply 0.03 percentage or 30 milligram percentage by 10, you will get the answer 0.3 gram per liter or 300 milligram per liter. If options are given in decigram percentage, then 30 milligram percent becomes 0.3 decigram percentage. We know that 1 decigram is equal to 100 milligram. So divide milligram by 100 to get decigram. So the various options could be as follows for legal limit of driving in India for a BAC. So the various options for legal limit of BAC for driving a vehicle in India could be 30 milligram percent. This is equal to 30 milligram per deciliter. This is equal to 30 milligram per ml. This is equal to 0.03 percent. This is also equal to 0.03 gram percent. And this is also equal to 0.3 decigram percent. And this is equal to 0.3 gram per liter. And this is equal to 300 milligram per liter. So if in a given MCQ, if any of the options is given, you can select the said option as the correct one. Hope you understood this multiple units for the BSc level. Let's have a look to this MCQ. Widmark's formula is used for measurement of blood levels of. We have options here. One is benzodiazepines, second is barbiturates, third is alcohol, and D is organophosphorus. So your correct answer is C, that is alcohol. Now we will see some important facts about Widmark formula. Widmark formula is used to calculate blood alcohol concentration or amount of alcohol. Here it is important, it is absolute alcohol ingested or consumed by the person. That means by Widmark formula we can calculate BAC or amount of alcohol, that is absolute alcohol consumed by the person. Formula is mentioned as A is equal to CPR. Here C is the concentration of alcohol in the blood. It is given in gram per kg. This unit is very important. It is given in gram per kg. Some books mention milligram per kg or some mentions decigram percentage. Then P is the weight of the body in kilogram and A is the alcohol, that is absolute alcohol ingested or consumed in gram. And R is the Widmark constant. For male it is 0.68 and for female it is 0.55. Suppose it is given in single digit as an option in MCQ, then it could be 0.6 for male and for female it could be 0.5. So hope you understood what is Widmark formula and various units used in the Widmark formula. These units are very important because we may be given level BSc level in various other units. So we have to convert BSc given in other units to gram per kg or gram per liter. This is the most confusing part in the Widmark formula. Some additional information about units used to calculate BSc, that is concentration of alcohol C. BSc is expressed as a mass of alcohol per volume of blood. In US and many international publications, BSc levels are written as a percentage such as 0.03 percentage. That is, there is 0.03 gram of alcohol per 100 ml of blood. That is 0.3 grams of alcohol per liter of blood. 0.3 gram per liter. But in 1930s, Widmark measured BSc as a mass of alcohol per mass of blood and thus reported its concentration in units gram per kg or milligram per gram. In this context, it is assumed that 1 liter of blood weighs 1 kilogram, though scientifically there is a slight difference. Now here another MCQ on Widmark formula is, If C is the concentration of alcohol in the blood in decigram percentage, P is the weight of the body in kg, A is the alcohol ingested in gram, and R is the Widmark constant, then according to Widmark formula, options are given. So here correct option is D, that is A is equal to CPR. This MCQ is little bit tricky. Students need to learn about some formulas including Widmark formula. So let's have a look to this MCQ. What is the amount of alcohol, that is whiskey having 45% volume by volume, which 70 kg adult male must consume in order to raise his blood level to 30 milligram per cent? Means this MCQ is asking straight away that to raise a blood alcohol level to 30 milligram per cent, how much whiskey a 70 kg man has to consume. So here options are, multiple options are given in cc like 14.28, 18 cc, 40 cc, 80 cc. So correct answer is C, but we need to know how we calculated this 40 cc. So we need to understand the calculations, because in this MCQ it is given whiskey, in other MCQ it could be given any other beverages, and this level can be changed. BSc level can be given something different, as well as weight can be given something else. So unless and until we understand the formulas, it is very difficult to solve this MCQ. Student must remember following important formulas including Widmark to calculate the amount of beverages consumed by the person on the basis of BSc level. Formula number 1, that is Widmark formula, we already know it is A is equal to CPR. By using it, first we will calculate amount of absolute alcohol ingested or consumed in gram. In the said MCQ, following values are given. P is the weight of the person in kg, that is 70 kg is already given. We know the P. Concentration of alcohol, C, is also given, but that is given in milligram per 100 ml, that is 30 milligram per 100 ml is given. We have to convert this 30 milligram per 100 ml BSE in gram per kg or gram per liter as per the requirement of Widmark formula. So it becomes 0.3 gram per kg, that is 0.3 gram per liter. So now we have P, we have a C now. All know that Widmark constant for male is 0.68. That means out of 4 values of Widmark formula, 3 values we know. So it is very easy to calculate fourth value by putting 3 values in the given equation. So A is equal to 0.3, that is C, into P, that is 70, into 0.68, that is R. It comes to 14.28 gram of absolute alcohol. So by using Widmark formula, we got amount of absolute alcohol ingested in gram, that is 14.28. But we need answer in cc or ml, because in MCQ options are given in cc. So we have to convert this absolute alcohol into cc. To convert gram into cc or ml, we have to divide the gram by specific gravity of the alcohol, that is 0.79. The specific gravity of alcohol, student must remember, because there could be another MCQ on specific gravity. It is 0.79. So we have formula number 2 is cc or ml is equal to gram divided by specific gravity. This is formula number 2 used to calculate amount of beverages absolute alcohol in cc or ml. So here cc is equal to 14.28 gram divided by 0.79. It comes to 18.07. We can round it off to 18 cc or ml of absolute alcohol. But question is asked not about amount of absolute alcohol consumed, but it is amount of whiskey. So how to calculate actual amount of whiskey or a beverage from amount of absolute alcohol given in cc or ml? To calculate actual amount of whiskey, that is beverage, from amount of absolute alcohol, we have to use formula number 3, that is absolute alcohol in cc is equal to actual amount of beverage consumed into percentage of alcohol volume by volume in a beverage. So what is given in this case? Given whiskey having 45% volume by volume. That is this value is already given. So in this formula, we know percentage of alcohol, that is 45% volume by volume in beverage. We also know absolute alcohol in cc that we just calculated, it is 18 cc. So by putting all these values in this formula number 3, we get following equation: 18 cc is equal to actual amount of beverage consumed into 45 divided by 100. So actual amount of beverage, that is whiskey, consumed is equal to 18 into 100 divided by 45 is equal to 40 cc or 40 ml. So this is the correct answer. That is, to raise a 30 milligram percent level, a person has to consume 40 cc or 40 ml of whiskey. Let's have a look to this MCQ. How much blood alcohol level will be obtained in an average 70 kg man if he consumes an average peg of whiskey? So in this MCQ, we have to calculate C, that is blood alcohol level. Weight is given, that is 70 kg, that is P is given, and average peg of whiskey, that is 45%. So from average peg of whiskey, we have to calculate amount of absolute alcohol consumed by the person. So options in this MCQ are: A is 13.5 milligram percent, B is 22 milligram percent, C is 30 milligram percent, and D is 12.6 milligram percent. So answer to this MCQ is 22 milligram percent. Answer is not important for this MCQ at present. We must know how to calculate BAC when average peg of any beverage is given. In such MCQ, the BAC can be calculated by using following formulas including Widmark. We already know that Widmark formula is A is equal to CPR. By using this Widmark formula, we will calculate C, that is concentration of alcohol in the blood in gram per kg or gram per liter. What is given? P, that is weight of the person, is given, that is 70 kg. We know that is R constant. For male it is 0.68. We also require the value of A, that is amount of absolute alcohol ingested in gram. So question is how to calculate weight of absolute alcohol ingested in gram in an average peg of whiskey that is having 45%. Note, quantity of whiskey is given as average peg in this MCQ. So first we will understand what is meant by average peg, and then from average peg and percentage of the beverage, how to calculate amount of absolute alcohol ingested in gram. What does average peg of whiskey mean? There are many different explanations, theories or reasons why the word peg was chosen. Some says the word peg stands for precious evening glass. There are theories behind this. There is no standard for deciding average peg. During the British Raj, drinks were measured only in 2 units, 30 ml for a small peg and 60 ml for a large peg. Some also talks about Patiala peg, that is 80 to 120 ml. Though at some places we find small peg, large peg, 30 ml, 60 ml, but average peg terminology is nowhere mentioned. These terminologies were used for convenience and later it became a part of Indian drinking culture too. However, some countries, liquor was measured as a single for 25 ml or double, that is 50 ml. Hence, while framing the MCQs, proper amount should be mentioned rather than using such ambiguous words like peg, average peg, Patiala peg, etc. We know that if the actual amount of beverage, that is 30 ml, I have taken 30 ml for the sake of analyzing and understanding purpose as an average peg. I am considering this average peg as 30 ml. For the sake of understanding, some may take 60 ml also, but for understanding and analysis purpose, I am using 30 ml. If percentage of alcohol in beverage, that is 45% is given, then we can calculate the absolute alcohol consumed in cc by using our already discussed formula number 3. We have just discussed this formula number 3 and it says that absolute alcohol in cc is equal to actual amount of beverage consumed into the percentage of alcohol, that is volume by volume in beverage. So here absolute alcohol in cc we are getting, not in gram. Then answer will be 30 ml into 45 divided by 100, that is 45%, is equal to the absolute alcohol consumed is 13.5 cc. But we cannot use 13.5 cc in Widmark formula. For Widmark formula, we need the value of absolute alcohol consumed in gram and not in cc. We know that cc into gram can be converted by using already discussed formula number 2. These formulas has given number for the sake of understanding purpose only. Yeah? You can give any number whatever you want. Formula number 2 is cc is equal to gram divided by specific gravity. So 30.5 is equal to gram divided by 0.79. So the amount of absolute alcohol ingested in gram is equal to 13.5 into 0.79. It becomes 10.6 gram of absolute alcohol. That means now we have got A also, we know P also, we know R also, so we can easily calculate now the blood alcohol level, that is concentration, that is C. Put all these values in the Widmark formula, that is A is equal to CPR. A is, we have just calculated 10.6 gram, C we have to calculate, 70 is already given, that is P, and 0.68 we know, that is a constant. Hence, C, that is a concentration of alcohol in the blood in gram per kg or gram per liter. It becomes 10.6 divided by 70 into 0.68, that becomes 0.22 gram per liter. But options are given not in gram per liter, they are given in milligram percentage. We have already discussed regarding the conversion of gram per liter into various other units including milligram percent. So from the knowledge, the answer will be as follows. 0.22 gram per liter is equal to 22 milligram percent is equal to 0.22 decigram percentage is equal to 0.02 gram percentage. So 22 milligram percent will be the answer for the said MCQ if we use average peg as 30 ml. But if you use 60 ml for the average peg, then answer will change. That's why it is suggested that while framing such MCQs, ambiguous terminologies must not be used. Let's have a look to this MCQ. How much blood alcohol level will be obtained? That means C we have to calculate. In an average 70 kg man, that is P is given, if he consumes an average peg of 78.8 proof India whiskey. Here specifically mention Indian proof, not other country proof. Here percentage is not used, 78.8 proof has been used in place of percentage, that is Indian proof. So we have to convert this 78.8 proof into the percentage. Here options are given. So options are not important. First we will understand how to calculate. So answer is 22 milligram percent in this case. In this question 78.8 Indian proof whiskey is given. We have to convert this proof into alcohol by volume, which denotes the percentage of alcohol in the beverage. It is generally written on the label. So to convert proof into ABV or ABV into proof, we have to use formula number 4. Here to convert proof into ABV, this ABV is equal to proof divided by 1.75. If you want to calculate proof from ABV, then you will multiply ABV by 1.75. This is applicable for India and UK. This conversion factor, that is 1.75 that we are using, is applicable for India and UK. For other countries, it is something different. For example, for US, 50% alcohol by volume was defined as a 100% proof. That is, here we have to use 2 in place of 1.75. So in US, proof is equal to ABV into 2 and not 1.75. By using formula number 4, we know that proof is given in MCQ as 78.8. If we divide that 78.8 by 1.75, we get the answer as a 45%. Once we get ABV in percentage, we can solve the remaining problem by using already discussed method. 100% proof of alcohol is equal to 50% of ethanol. This line is mentioned in some notes as well as some literature from India, but this is applicable to US and not India. So this formula or this line is not applicable to India. Hope you understood the MCQs that we discussed. We will discuss more such MCQs in our subsequent videos. If you want more, if you want to discover more, then please let's join and subscribe and follow my YouTube channel. Thank you so much.